A very good morning to all my dear students. I welcome you all to yet another session of e-learning for subject English. I am Professor Mashneel Swami, and the topic that as you all can see we are going to deal today is one of the grammar topics, and very important and also confusing to the students. Many a times you make mistakes while identifying the modal auxiliaries. So the name of our topic today that we are going to learn is modal auxiliary. Now, what is modal auxiliary? So before we begin, let me tell you the meaning of auxiliary means it is a helping verb. Now, what is a verb? Okay, let's go a bit back and quickly let us revise the parts of speech that you have learned during your school time, like nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, and so on. So, what are verbs? Verbs are words that shows action. Okay, the words that show that an action is being done is a verb, and auxiliaries are helping verbs. Let us see what is the definition of a modal auxiliary. A word that is used with a main verb to show tense, aspect, modality, voice, emphasis, etc. Now the main work of this auxiliary is to help the main verb. Okay, auxiliaries are not main verbs, they do the action of helping the main verbs. Auxiliary verbs usually accompany a main verb. Now, as you can see, my dear children, there are several modal verbs that you have to study, like can, could, may, might, should, must. Now, what action or what function these auxiliaries perform, that we are going to see with the help of this table that is put up in front of you. One by one I will explain you all the tables, and to make you understand better, maybe I can give you an example in Hindi as well. Okay, so firstly, a modal auxiliary is used to show the ability. Now, what do you mean by ability? Ability means kshamta, means whether you are able to perform, you are in a position to do something. So to show this ability, you use the auxiliary can and could. Okay. Now, see, look at the example. David can speak 3 languages. Okay. That means David has the ability to speak 3 languages. And the could also can be used in the similar way. Now, after ability, okay, like another example of ability if I can give you is Rima can swim. That means Rima can swim. Okay, here the word can shows us the ability of the doer. Now, a second type of auxiliary is permission. Okay, permission means whenever you have to do something, you have to ask permission. You have to seek permission from someone, and to seek a permission you can use the words can, could, and may. Okay, now can is used for ability also, and can is also used to ask a permission. Come, let us look at the example. The first example before our eyes, can I have a glass of water? Question mark. It's a question. That means you are requesting, you are asking for permission. Could you please open the window? Again, you are seeking. May I come in? When you have to come in, you are seeking the permission. Now, another type, the third type of modal is advice. Now, what do you mean by advice? Advice is suggestion. Okay, that when you tell someone what they should do. So whenever you advise someone, we use the modal should. Example, you should work hard. You should be punctual. It's a suggestion that you're giving to someone. So whenever you have to advise something to someone, you can use the word should. Next, obligation. Obligation means duty, responsibility. So when you come to obligation, you can use must and have to. Example, you must follow all the rules. Next, you must learn your tables. Now the next type of modal is possibility. Possibility means there are chances, shakyata, there are chances of something happening. You are not sure, okay? That means there are chances, but you are not sure whether it will happen. So that is the meaning of possibility. And you can use modals like might, may, can and could. Example, it might rain today. शायद बरसात होगी. बरसात हो सकती है, but you are not sure whether it will rain or no. Richard may come to see us. He may come. He may also not come. Let us move on to the next slide. Now, as you can see here, there are I've given you the meanings of these modals, and there are some 12-13 modals that I have jotted down here according to the importance of the modals, and I'll be giving you two sentences also along with that. So the first modal here, which is which you can see on the screen, is shall. Now shall here means when you are speaking about future, when you are predicting or saying something that is going to take place in coming future. Okay, now for example, I shall be going to London. That means this is your plan, and in your near future you are planning to go to London. Second, willingness. That means you are ready to do something, so you use the word shall even there. Next, to show your intention. Intention means you have an intention of doing some work, you are planning to do something, you can use the word shall. Suggestion. The next important modal here is should. Now should, as I already told you, should shows obligation. Should means your duty. For example, if you are telling something to someone, you should respect your parents. Should. It is our duty that we have to honor our parents. So we use the word should. Then advisability, necessity and expectation. You should make the presentation. That means it's an expectation from someone. Third modal is will. Okay, now will here is very commonly used by all of us. We use this word, and it is also a very important modal which shows willingness, intention and prediction. Now as you are learning about these modals, make sure that you write down sentences, at least three sentences of each modal. Now will, the bus will leave at 8 p.m. That means the bus is about to leave at 8 p.m. Intention. He will not play with Hari. That means it is his intention that he is not going to play with Hari. Now request. When you request someone, you can use the word will here. Now how will you use it? You can ask like, will you please close the door? And you have to put a question mark in the end. The next one is would. Now how do you use the modal would here? Again, willingness, then habitual action of past. That means you have been doing something in the past which you are not doing now. You all know what is the meaning of past, and you know the meaning of present. So any action that you have been doing in your past but you are not doing it right now, it was your past. Again, possibility, wishes and desire. Okay, now let us see one sentence. Again here you can ask something A polite request can also be made using the word would. Would you like to have a cup of tea? Question mark. Then every morning she would go for a long walk. Now see, every morning she would go for a morning walk. That means she was going for morning walk. She has discontinued that habit and she is not going for walks now. This is how you can show your past action. Okay. Now after that, after would, let us move on now for can. A very important model. Most of the time this question comes in your exams and you are unable to do it because of confusion. The question comes in the form of use a model auxiliary showing obligation. Use a model auxiliary showing suggestion. As you can see, we have listed entire models here for you. So whenever you have to show an obligation, so you have to use should. Whenever you have to show a past habit, you have to use would. This is how you have to be very well versed with your models. Now can. We have already done in the previous slide. Again, let's see why can is used. Can is used for ability, to show an ability, a particular ability that you have, to ask permission, to request something, and to show possibility. Let us look at the examples of can. I can read this lesson. I can read in this language. Next one, can I take your book? That means here you are requesting and asking permission. Possibilities. Accidents can happen on such a road. That means you are showing possibility of particular thing that may happen using the word can. Okay. Again look at it. Ability, permission, request and possibility. Possibility, chances of something that might happen. Could. Now why do we use could? Ability, request and possibility. Let us see the examples of that. Could. I knew she could dance. Okay. She has the ability of dancing. She could read without glasses until last year. She could read without glasses until last year. Possibility. She was able to read without her glasses. Now, a polite request. How would you make a polite request with could? Could you please tell me the address? Question mark. Could you show me the way to the post office? Could I have a word with you? That means can I talk with you? Next one is may. Okay, may. And why is this model may used? The model may is used for seeking permission. Again, possibility, wishes or some concession. Now how do we seek permission? May I come in, sir? May I take your notebooks? And after that, possibility, there are chances of something. Okay, mother may be in the kitchen. There are chances that mother might be in the kitchen. He may come or he may not. That means he might come and he might not come as well. Next one, the 8th point that we are studying here is might. Now might, again permission and possibility. The boy said that he might have taken the book home. Possibility. I thought she might be in the library. We asked if we might go home. It's a weak or a remote possibility. That means when you are not sure about something. Okay, and when you are 100% sure, you will tell will. I will come tomorrow. That means you are sure. I will do the work on given time. That means you are very much sure, you are confident and you use the modal will. But when you are not sure, you use the word may. That means there are slight possibilities that you may or you may not. That is the basic difference between these two things. Politeness, you use the word might to show politeness. Might I make a suggestion? If I might make a suggestion, couldn't we start now? You might write me a letter when you reach Delhi. Now, most of the time when you make sentences with these words, you make a lot of mistakes because you are not sure about the meaning of the words. So right now, that is why this topic has been taken, so that it will be helpful for you when you write the sentences. Must. Now, should and must. Should means it's an obligation, it's an advice that is being given. Must is a necessity. Must means आपको करना ही है. Okay, there is no go without that. Should means we are suggesting you something. If you like the suggestion, you may take it. If you don't like it, you may leave it down, or you can put down the suggestion. But must here means necessity, or in other words, I can say it's a compulsion. Okay, you must follow the traffic rules. That means there is no go without following the rules. आपको करना ही है. Must. Should, you may do, you may not do. It's an advice. Now when you advise your friend, it is not compulsory for your friend to accept your advice. If he likes it, he might follow it, or he may not follow. So there's a difference between should and must. There's a difference between advising, and there's a difference between necessity and compulsion. Means you have to do it. And in such cases, when you have to say something related to that, you use the word must. Okay. And one of the important models is must. A strong obligation. Obligation means duty, और जिसको हम कह सकते हैं कर्तव्य. You have to do that. First example for obligation or must is, we must pay the taxes. Must means you have to pay. If you are a citizen of the country, you have to pay the tax. Okay. A judge must be impartial. The person who is sitting on the chair of a judge must be impartial. He may be or he should be. No, he must be impartial. It's a necessity. Soldiers must obey their superiors without questioning. Must. Again, underline the word there. Write down the sentences that I am giving you for each models, and make your own sentences in your notebooks. Okay. For all these situations, you can make, for each model, you can make at least 3, 4 sentences, and you can also write in front of the sentences that what situation or what function for that you are making the sentence. Like whether you are making it for an obligation, whether you are making it for a suggestion, or whether you are making it for a request. Next one, whenever you are prohibiting something, prohibiting means when you are not allowed to do something. That time also we use the modal must. You must not copy in the examination hall. Prohibition. Okay, that means something is banned, something is against the rule, you are not allowed to do that. Okay, you must not copy in the examination hall. We use the word must here. And why do we use must here? We are using it for prohibition. Something is prohibited. Okay. You must not play on the road. That means you are not allowed to play on the road as it might cause accident. You must not waste your time. These were all the sentences for prohibition. Now let's move on. What do you mean by probability? Now probability means likelihood. Okay. Sambhavta means it may happen. Somebody must have informed him. Somebody must have informed him. See, underline the word or pay attention to the word must in these sentences. The bus must have gone. That means the bus must have left before you reached there. He must have forgotten about his interview. He must have forgotten about the interview. Probability. A strong determination. When you use the word must, whenever you are determined about something and you use the word must, you use the word of modal must here. He says he must have his own ways to tackle the problem. This book is a must for you. Must means it's a very important book and it has to be carried by you. Daily exercise is a must for you. It is compulsory for you. So to show compulsion, we use these sentences. Punctuality in attendance is a must for students. I repeat, punctuality in attendance is a must for students. So what did you see in all these examples that I have given you? The different meanings of the modal must. So we have completed 9 modals here: shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might and must. Now let's move on to the next. Now a few more modals before I end, and the 10th modal that we are doing here is need. Now when do we use need? When do we use the modal need? Now need is used when you have to show a necessity. Necessity means avashakta, and importance, when something is very important for you. Now what sentence would come for need? These are the few very rarely used modals, but just for your information, these have to be taught to you. Okay. Now what are the various forms in which this modal is used? Need, needs and needed. I repeat, need, needs with s attached, and needed. Now he needs your help. He needs your help. That means he is in need, he is in the necessity of your help. I need money to pay my fees. I repeat, I need money to pay my fees. We need 1 lakh volunteers. We need 1 lakh volunteers. Okay. Now next, I hardly need to take her help. I hardly need to take her help. So next we move on to the next modal here. The next modal is ought to. The next modal here is ought to. Ought to is used to show moral obligation, to show your duty and to show your necessity. Now these obligations mostly are related to the society, are moral and social duties. You know, as a citizen we have to follow some duties which we have to do morally, and some duties that we have to do because we live in a society. So these moral obligations or these moral duties are shown with the help of the modal ought to. Now the first example is, we ought to love our neighbors. Okay. The rich ought to help the poor. The rich ought to help the poor. Children ought to respect their elders. It's a moral duty. Now the next one, the second last one is dare. Okay. Now this modal is used to show challenge, courage, boldness and disapproval in certain cases. He dares me to fight. He dares me to fight. That means he is challenging me to fight him. The children doesn't dare to go. That means the children don't have the courage to go. He dare not challenge me. Again, a challenge. How dare you oppose me? The last one, my dear children, is would, or in some cases the would is also used like used to. I used to live here. Again, a past discontinued habit. Okay. I used to play cricket. That means I used to play cricket when I was small. So with this, my dear children, we have completed all the important modals. I hope that it will be very useful for you. Go through all of the modals again, make sentences related to that. and it is very important to pay attention to these grammar topics as well as you prepare for your examination. Okay, thank you very much. God bless you all.